Whoa! This is the Illusion, reporting from somewhere on Spaceship Earth, central Chile. All right, I think this is day 20 of my trip down here in Chile, and I just spent the last 5 days off the grid, so I'm doing a little catch-up here. And I'm just going to kind of break down what I'm going to talk about first and then go into it. So first thing I'm going to let you know is there's going to be another part to the Chilean road trip adventure. I just have to edit the video. Literally, I've been home for about 20 minutes, kind of catching up with time and space on the computer. Basically, everyone who's left a comment in the last week, I'm just overwhelmed with the stoke and the positive, but I probably won't be able to reply to most of you because there's just too many of them. And as you can see, if you can see the horizon, the surf's pumping. But I'm also going to talk about what went down in Boston because that's where I was born, actually. And I know a lot of people in Boston, and I got a lot of viewers in Boston, so I'm going to get to that. And I also wanted to talk about why I can't show any surfing footage from the previous segment of the trip. And we'll just go right there first because that's kind of the thing. The reason, if you're a surfer, you already know what the reason is. This is to the general viewer out there. Is basically when you are a guest surfer in a foreign land and you're surfing other people's waves, and those waves are kind of under the radar, you can't really exploit them and you can't really show the rest of the world what you're scoring. It's just the way the surfing world works. You can't burn the bridges of the places you've been. Like, you can pretty much show this wave out here because this is like the main surfing wave in Chile. But a lot of the secret spots I surfed at, it's just they have to remain under wraps. All I can say to those who surf is go out and seek it out and you shall find, man. Because if your frequency's positive and you're a stoked human being, you will be rewarded. As most of you know, I had no plans. I knew nobody down here, and I just came and I showed up and I met Adam, and Adam is like in my soul cluster. We're like bros. We get along great, and he's a blessing in my life. And Dale and Brett as well, man. Stoked dudes, and the universe just put us all together to go on this surfing adventure. So I just want to make it clear that I'm not showing the surf footage to be like rude or anything. It's just I must respect the locals of Chile, and they wouldn't want me to show footage of their surf spots. And if I had secret spots, I wouldn't want people showing the world where my secret spots are. It's just the way it is in surfing, and I have to respect that. So now that gets me to what went down in Boston. From what I understand, there was some sort of low-frequency event at the marathon or something. I absolutely don't really know the full scope and details of what went on, but I don't think that even matters because all it is a manifestation of fear. Fear is the lowest vibrational frequency there is. It makes you really dense. And what it's trying to do is keep you in a dense state, out of a state of love, because if you're in a state of fear, you can't be in a state of love. And yeah, I guess some bad dudes did some bad things and hurt some people that didn't need to be hurt, man. But you have to remember what this whole mission in life is about, is to be in a state of love. And part of what love is forgiveness. Yeah, the hardest thing you'll ever have to do is forgive animals for behaving in a horrible way. But like, that's the challenge. Like I said, I don't really know what happened. I just got a bunch of a bunch of people asking me to shout out and send love to Boston, and that's what I'm doing. I love Boston. I've been to Boston a number of times, and like I said, I was born there, so I'm attached to Boston on a deep level. But I also know, sitting here on the Chilean countryside, that I have to keep my vibrational frequency in a state of love. I can't go to one of fear. Now, that's way different for those who were present at said event, and I know a couple of my viewers were present at said event. So for them, it's a different story and a different manifestation. But all I would say is, do not buy into fear. Fear is what the concept of terror is all about. If you stay in a state of love and grace and empathy and love, the terrorist can't. Oh, this is the Mercy. Mercy came to say hi. Hi, Mercy. So if you stay in a state of love, they can't win. I guess that's the whole thing. They're trying to cause us to be afraid. And I'm not going to go into my deeper views of what I think's really going on, because before I even research what has happened, I already have a good idea of where this energy is coming from. And this energy is coming from a certain sect on our planet that the ego is manifesting to keep us in a state of fear. The ego wants to live. The ego wants us to think that this is all actually super real, super important. But all the great spiritual leaders, from Buddha to Jesus to all of them, have pointed out the same thing, is love your enemies as you would love yourself, man. And yeah, I know that's probably not practical advice for people who are directly in the line of sight of the terror, but I also suggest that these things that happen right in front of us are manifestations of our deeper self, so that we can overcome our own character defects, if you will, our own inability to love, our own inability to have empathy. And dude, I'm not one to justify any sort. I'm a believer of pacifism and nonviolence and the whole thing. It's just that we have to stop manifesting low vibrational energy, which is why all these things are happening, because we have not decided to be in a state of love and grace. Dude, look around me. This is the world I'm experiencing right now in my mindset. And I've been to where the state of terror is. I understand it. I get it. But I want to just convey that we do not have to live in a state of fear. And if we go to that place of fear, we've lost. We have to rise above the state of fear and find the place of love. As difficult as it is, the harder it is to find the love, the more valid it is to love. I love the people of Boston. I love the people of Spaceship Earth. There are good and bad. We are yin and yang. We are all capable of the most heinous of actions, but we are also capable of the most beautiful of actions. We just have to learn to forgive ourselves and begin the healing process. We have to heal this giant schism that has erupted throughout our history and across the face of the earth, and we have to start loving one another. I'm sending my love and just love to Boston, man. And everybody else on the world, because don't think it's just Boston that's experiencing these tremors and the force, man. It's occurring worldwide. And if we don't begin to wake up to the fact that we are in charge of the world through our own ability to perceive and our own ability to love, we've lost the game. My advice is to seriously just turn off the televisions and stop even participating in the sham that is fear. Anyway, this is The Illusion down here in central Chile. Just trying to send my love out to the world. Peace.